All right. Damien, congratulations on all of this. This is exciting, right? I mean,
It is, yes.
pretty amazing. I remember the first time I talked to you very early on. You told me an amazing story. You always wanted to make this movie, but nobody really wanted to finance it, your vision here. Is that right? It was tough to sell initially?
Yeah, it was, it was sort of the order of events that you were describing, where when I was first trying to sell it, it was before I had done Whiplash, before I had done anything that kind of Hollywood could kind of look at and feel good about. Financiers could look at it and feel good about themselves. And so it sort of, it was this kind of losing proposition, at least at first, just I think because of the nature of it and also just the position I was in.
It's interesting. So you went off and made Whiplash. Was that because you had to find another kind of movie to convince people that you could direct this bigger vision, this more expensive movie?
Yeah, Whiplash was actually very much like, it was sort of strategic in a way for me. It was born out of frustration of kind of living in LA for a number of years at that point, unable to make anything. I'd been spending time, my first foot in the door in the industry was as a writer, writing for hire, writing thriller scripts, rewriting, doing script doctor stuff. And so eventually I finally kind of just, felt this restlessness and this itch to make something again. So I figured, why not try to write something that's small, that's contained, that that doesn't begin with 100 dancers on a freeway, and maybe I can find a route to make that. So Whiplash was sort of, it came from those kind of parameters, something small, something that's in a world I know well. So it was basically, this autobiographical script, but kind of written in the style of some of the stuff I'd been doing as a writer for hire, written like a thriller. And
you did it as a short first, where it won the Sundance Film Festival as a short.
Well, first I wrote the whole script, then a few producers came on board, and it was their suggestion, actually, to do it, to basically pull a scene and do it as a proof of concept. Because again, even though I had consciously written it as something that would be makeable, that would be small enough to be makeable, it still was, I guess people hate jazz so much that they still couldn't convince anyone to make it. So the idea was to take a scene from it and use that as a kind of proof of concept.